Hello and welcome to the final stage of Visions of Utopia. This one is called Achieving Utopia. Really like the titles they chose. Kind of makes each session flow. I like that. Okay, so this one, degrading tires. Oh, one of my most dreaded things. So that'll be very interesting, and I'm really not sure my braking point at this track in this car. Right now, my brain's just kind of rough, and so I can't remember my braking point. I mean, at this point it's getting very late, and oh, I think that's way too late. Okay, let's go off track. Oh boy, that was really bad. We're just avoiding damage. I'm surprised I didn't fail. I thought it said no skidding or something like that. Maybe I read that wrong. Okay, well, that was interesting. One really big downside of driving off track in a degrading tire stage, they degrade way worse. So I just made this a lot more difficult on myself, but let's just keep it going, just to see what happens, and get a good sense of things. Like, to me, that almost looks like a McLaren, but it's not. Pagani. Interesting how certain lines are similar from car to car. It kind of looks like a bit of a back end of a P1, but I know it's not, so there we go. This chicane here, the, what is it, the Ascari? I think it's Ascari. I think I'm saying that right. Anyway, that is definitely an interesting spot. Oh, that is the wrong Pagani. Oh, good job, ME7. You slowed down for the wrong Pagani. Okay, well, I better get up there. Obviously, this is the right Pagani. Hello. Oh, that makes sense. That's more of an uppity Pagani. All right, getting in that tailgating. It's not slipstreaming, it's tailgating. Slipstreaming is what I'm doing right now. And now he's out, away from me. But I'm going to brake more at the trees there, take it easy. Make sure I don't make the same mistake twice, because I've lost almost half of my tires. There we go. Got all my tailgating in. Can now fall back a little bit and not worry about this event, this stage. Gotta be careful. Monza's an interesting track. Yeah. Very fast track. Someone recently asked me if it's possible that Monza Oval could get added. I don't think that's possible. I don't even know who would own the rights. Like, they can't add a track in the game without paying a license, and I don't know if anyone owns the rights to that, so I don't know, maybe they could, but I doubt it. Monza's, this is a name, it's a legal name. Like Melbourne that we have in the game, that's a fictitious track. Everything you see is 100% accurate as far as Melbourne is concerned, or Melbourne, but that circuit has never existed. So that's interesting here. I'm gonna get back some more positions here. Yeah, let's speed this up some more. 4 times, okay, back to normal. There we go. So that's the only fictitious track in the game, and I don't know if they had to pay a license or not, because they are using the streets of Melbourne and architecture. I don't know how that works, but there you go. It's multiple levels to it anyway when they're trying to add content or anything like that. That was definitely an older Pagani. I think I'm right in saying that, guys. Isn't that a Pagani? Yeah, just an older one. Yeah, that's got to be a Pagani. Okay, moving on. That one really wasn't difficult, even though I blew it and wasted a bunch of tires. Finished the race in under 3:20. I'm at PR71, quite a lot under. And we have overheating. Interesting. Well, we'll see if it actually matters. Is this now a full field of Paganis? Okay, well, that one definitely was one. Definitely saw 2 or 3 more in front of me. And, ooh, that's a big tag. Beautiful. Nice job there, man. Okay, well, get in front or get out. I'm going to get in front. I can slipstream, which is good. It helps me to make better use of the distance I'm traveling, which will lower the effect of the engine overheating. I mean, in real life, too much slipstreaming actually does overheat your engine, especially if you're really close, like NASCAR style. You're not getting air into the engine. and so it really increases their heat. So sometimes you'll see a guy peeking his nose out trying to get a bit of air onto the nose because he needs to cool off his engine. So anyway, in this game when you're slipstreaming, it will limit the effect of the overheating because you're traveling more distance for the same amount of time that you're holding the accelerator down. So it's another kind of function of time scenario like the last one I discussed. Gas, that is. Okay, so I don't think I have to worry about time. This feels pretty fast. I'm gonna be careful, like you know, as a general rule, I'm just checking what I have to do. So 320, 150, 160. What? 320, 1.5. 1 minute 40 seconds. I got stuck in my own math. So you take that as your target, and obviously I had no trouble doing the 1 minute 40 second lap, including starting from a dead stop and bashing into bots and a couple of blown corners because of bots. So 140 for the second lap will be very easy. I can probably let second place catch up just because I've got a lot of time left over. I'd still rather give back time at the end and not waste a whole bunch of time. Not get to the start finish line and go, oh, I'm 3 seconds short on time. Like, no thank you. I don't want to do this. I don't like doing races again and again if I don't have to. When I'm learning, great. But one thing I learned a long time ago, don't arrive at the start finish line with 0 on your clock if you can avoid it. I mean, duh, right? I mean, we all know that. But 40 seconds, I mean, no trouble. I know, for just from the experience at this track in a car racing about this fast. From the time you're rounding Parabolica here, like 15 seconds is enough in a car like this. I mean, the engine's getting hot, but nothing to be worried about. So I'm going to let this guy catch up a bit. Oh, he caught up. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have to win. But I do have to be careful here. What was it, third place? I'm gonna wait till I see someone. Oh, there he is, and I'm almost out of time anyway. Very nice. Ooh, he was right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, now 6,000 meters at Monza. That doesn't make a lot of sense because it's just over 7,000. I forget exactly. So this is probably scaring you. You're like, oh, I got to be hooked up for pretty much the whole lap. Nah. What's the answer, guys? Come on, what are they called? Maybe I won't say it this time. I'll let you guys say it in the comments, people who remember from the past. What the measure of unit actually is, which again, the developers, back when this was still run by the original guys, they said they have no idea how it happened. So basically, for every meter you drive, you're getting credited 2.25 meters, which works out to 44.444 centimeters, or 17 point something inches. Oh, I'm rusty on this, guys. And there's something that's called. It's an ancient unit of measure. I'm just going to leave it right there. If you know, tell me in the comments. So here you can see all sorts of slipstreaming getting in very quick. Really not much to worry about here. A gas isn't a deal in this stage. We're not going to worry about gas. Like, you can see, I mean, there's no way I was driving 6/7 of this lap hooked up. That's what you'd have to do if drafting was accurate as far as, you know, a meter driven is a meter of drafting. My guess is somewhere along the line, a certain event was really hard and someone just went in and changed the multiplier. It's an easy solution. They can never go back because that would just make a whole bunch of flashback events impossible. Like we had one event. You had to draft more than the actual distance of the track. I think it was at Daytona Speedway. And the amount of drafting you had to do was more than the distance of the track. To be fair, you had to be hooked up for the majority of the race. That got a little bit interesting. They were getting close to my bumper. So really pretty smooth sailing. I didn't have to do start retry really for this stage so far. PR is getting pretty high at 77.8, you know. But I don't like where they're starting me. You start me at Parabolica, without momentum. What's wrong with you? Okay, well, we'll see what I can do with this. Very interesting. Even here, it seemed when I was, oh, nice. I'm glad you weaved right in front of me at the last second. Even when at these later stages, checking for cracks, quit retry either made things easier by itself, or it was the way the robots were in certain cars. I'm not sure. The AI here. Oh, Pagani's. Pagani. That's not easy if you say that a whole bunch of times fast. You start to sound mighty strange. It's a Zonda. The Pagani Zonda R. Or that might have been the regular Zonda. I don't know. Whatever. Well, you can see, not difficult. I'm zipping through this pretty fast. Coming up to the legendary chicane. And it's a 2-for-1 special. I think that just cracked me. If it didn't, I'm shocked. Oh, yeah. Oh, you cracked me up, Mr. Pagani. Actually, Mr. Pagani, you do beautiful car designs. Beautiful cars, Mr. Pagani. Yes, he's an actual person. Most car names are. That's why people will get mad at you if you say Porsche. No, it's Porsche. It's a name. That's the guy's name. Porsche. You'll say Porsche. I got corrected on that when I first started this game. Okay. One last race to go. Then she's all mine and also yours. So, don't do this. This was my first attempt. I wanted to get in some victory donuts. And my speed must have gone under the recommended, required average speed, so I failed. So don't try to get in donuts at the end of the race if your speed's low. You'll just waste all your time, like I just did. Now this is interesting, having the slower Pagani's at the front of that pack. Really helped me to get through that nicely. These guys, oh, that was interesting, wasn't it? It's like they got tangled up almost. Well, this is probably going to make this really easy. Yeah, I mean, there you go. Bye-bye. So now I just drive carefully. I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to go off track. So we won't do that. So then what you see, not off track, not off track. Blasting through here, blasting through there. Not hitting average speed. Not too worried yet. Not till I get to the Ascari chicane. That's when I'll get worried. Because here's a nice speed run. Look at that average speed. It's climbing at an amazing rate. It'll keep climbing even after I hit the brakes for a bit. Then it'll stabilize. But I will make it climb again. Because you can blast through the Ascari chicane pretty stinking fast. Then at the end of this, we'll do some final profitability. Looking like it's going to be 100 gold in my pocket, baby. Come on, where's my average speed? Come on, 214 you said. There we go. Huge lead, over a kilometer. Will it fall as I'm braking for the first corner? Still building, stabilized, falling fast. But let's get up there. Stabilizing, slowing down, turning it around. Take the long way, go up high, don't go down low. Make sure you give yourself all sorts of time to build the average speed. Still take a nice straight path through the corners. That's going to help you to maintain more speed. Ah, beautiful. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Here's where I made my dumb mistake last time. Not doing that again this time. Actually, I arrived there earlier. Nope, same time. Well, there we go, guys. That wraps it up. I now have a Pagani Utopia, and I didn't spend any gold on it. Pretty sweet. There's my upgrades. We'll get back into this again. So I spent 693,500 R dollars. I got back 280,000 R and 100 gold. So my total cost was just 413,500 R dollars. That's pretty cheap for a car like this. Very happy with that. I think this car is 850 gold. Steal of a deal. So please like, please subscribe, check out the playlist, and thanks for joining me, guys. Bye-bye now.